Alright, here we go. Super quick guide to installing these bad boys. They're the adjustable Dobinsons struts, and this is rear shock, and there's a rear spring 50mm lift kit. First thing to do is measure this distance. You can go from here to here to check what it is standard, or I'm just going top of the rim to the guard and write it down on this little thing that Dobinsons give you. I already did it last night. To get the spring out, you want to take this brake line, undo it. You want to get this axle to drop as much as possible to get the spring out. And take this clip out. Jack it right up in the spring. Oh yeah, by the way, we took this off. Stabilizer, just undo that. Work that out. Now the spring's loose. So the idea is to compress this bad boy, which was way longer than the originals, down to roughly the same height, and hopefully you can squeeze it in. Don't forget to get these in the right spot. That's the top one, and that's for the bottom. Alright, looks like that's in. Compressors are hard to get off, but I reckon you need 2 people to do it too. Much easier. It's all done. It's pretty annoying getting the top of the shock tightened up. This is not much room, but you just got to be patient. Sway bar thing is back on, and we've got 285 and now 330-ish, so it's just under 50mm. But it's yet to settle as well. I've driven it around the block and off some gutters, and that's about it. Colorado 7 front strut replacement. Jack and blocks. Keep it safe. Just take this off while it's on the ground, undo the stabilizer. Both sides. So we just did the bottom. That's off, which is the stabilizer. Clip off. Bracket. Undo those. Undo the bottom.
4 bolts,
and then
now.
4 bolts.
Get that little jack ready.
And that's it. That's all you should need to undo.
Now this is where it'll be easier if you're here. That's separated. Now can you jimmy that up as far as you can. Okay. Oh, is that alright or not? Alright, now take that little jack out. See that?
Yeah, it moves.
Drop your side. Right.
Now undo that.
Hold that a bit. Just keep it, hold that there if you can.
Quick.
Maybe you don't get that tangled up.
Sway bars in the way again. Oh, that fucking brake line's really tight. Hang on, I'm gonna. There we go. It's in. With that, getting this up high I'm told. So I didn't really do any of this.
Use
Use a spanner from there.
A block of wood at work.
Block of wood, anything to hold that up, way up high. And then just let all this hang kind of to some extent and twist it around so that it comes out. What was it, above? It was above
just
the
through
steel.
there, basically.
Yeah, through that
gap there.
Once this all sits down, that's being held up by a block now just to help reposition it. Anyway, now you just do it all up again. Putting these back in, you've got to jack it up. Jack up the whole arm. But the old man reckons chuck one bolt in upside down just temporarily because it makes it easier, then do all the rest.
Hold it in position.
Hold it in spot, do all the rest properly, then take that one off and swap him over. Last bit to put on this side was that. Make sure they're done up, that's up, that's clips on, that's done up, and they're all done up. And the bottom shocky mount. I think that's it. Wheel back on. Only got 32 mil in the front and 45 in the rear, so it's sitting high at the back, which a lot of Colorados do, but I don't know if I really like that. Never used to, so I might take the time and wind the front up, level it out a little bit, get another 10 mil, because that's shit, if you ask me.